although it's gonna ping everybody for a commercial that we don't get any money for, and then it's gonna.
On you, Apocalypse.
Because that's how life works.
Because Google owns the internet world.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean,
now Verizon.
listen.
And now Verizon.
I've been fighting with Google and YouTube to keep our stuff on YouTube. Don't shit talk to Google and the.
The sad thing is, Rooster Teeth could care less of what we're doing.
Yeah, they approved. Actually, the last one I uploaded, they didn't ping it for copyright at all, even though it had more content. Like it had more video clips in it than the first one. It didn't get pinged for copyright. I was like,
Yes.
Yeah, I blame the moderator bots.
yeah, yeah. I'm just whatever it is, what it is. But all right, welcome everybody. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and hope y'all have a great New Year here in the next 3 days, right? 2 days,
Yeah, 3 days, give or take.
depending how you look at it. But this week we have 4 awesome people with us, as per usual. We've got Barracuda to the top. What is that? I guess if you look at me, it'd be the top right corner of me. We've got Dora.
Yeah, that's me. The one with Soundwave on.
Yeah, we got Dora over there to my. I hate this camera thing. Camera flips me. It's so ignore me. But we've got Dora over there to my side, and we've got Kato right above me.
What's up?
Okay, immediately Marcel. Immediately, like we just need to have Marcel on like a maximum number of times he can post per stream. But
Yes.
that did not take long at all. I mean, that took a total
That was
of
like a
minute.
fraction of a second. It's like,
Yeah, that was ridiculous, but it was funny, so it is what it is. So obviously we didn't have a video over the weekend. They were off and doing Christmas and Christmassy things with their friends and family, and so this week it's gonna be mostly reflection of everything we've gone through with RWBY, everything we've been through, some RWBY stuff and things we've talked about, a little bit of chibi. Looky. I even got a RWBY chibi t-shirt. Look at that. There's Y popping out of the pocket. But
Oh, this high quality merch.
yeah.
representing.
We're not gonna talk about the Pura plushie. That's
You mean the great one?
The great one. That's right.
that
Yo,
plushie.
I'm surprised not as a joke. I'm surprised Rooster Teeth doesn't have like as a joke a mini altar just for that.
Yeah.
Where people just bow down to it like SpongeBob in that Krusty Krab training video.
If I put a push
Yeah, it's the center of every dynasty.
I'm sorry. Say that again, Dora.
If I got a Pura plushie and put a pin straight through the middle of it, is that seen as dark?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say you would have to douse it in kerosene, then set it on fire. Then it would be dark.
No, that would be burned.
Extra crispy.
Oh, extra crispy. That's. We're going back to this. Back to this again.
Well, I mean, if you let
Would
it
you like
burn
fries
long
with
enough, if you let the plush burn long enough, it ends up just as Pura was at the end of that episode.
Hey,
Exactly.
hey. No, none of that.
Okay,
Okay.
not to the character junk.
Alright, immediately to the darkest jokes possible. Anyways, so obviously there's no video, so this one's gonna be more of a laid back stream. They're welcome to post theories in the chat. We'll converse about essentially everything RWBY related. First things first, we'll go in order. Start with Kato. What was your so far all RWBY seasons and everything? What was your favorite episode?
Of basically all the 5 volumes right now.
Yeah, of all 5.
So many good options here. Oh man, probably my all-time favorite episode was probably I think episode 3. You guys can correct me on that. It's episode 3 or 4 when Team RWBY teams up with Team Juniper, even though they weren't technically in teams yet. But when they were fighting that giant Nevermore, that was like the coolest thing. The music for Red Like Roses Part 2 with that playing. It was just yes.
Yeah, that's what kind of sold me on, like, I have to watch the rest of this, even if it takes me all night.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, because that episode right there is probably, I mean, granted, I started watching RWBY right before Volume 4 started. So, like, I was like, oh, I gotta watch this now. So I was like, I gotta watch this. I was like, so that's probably what made me like, yeah.
Yeah, that was honestly one of the best episodes, and that one's the one you always see Crunchyroll advertise RWBY with. They always advertise that fight scene.
And can you blame them?
No,
Nope.
you can't.
Yeah, it's the most badass scene ever.
What about you, Barracuda?
Well, this is gonna kind of start out with a funny story, honestly.
Uh-oh.
Well, you see, I never really watched RWBY. Heck, I didn't hear about any of this. So after Team 4-Star uploaded their video of History of Trunks, where they had the dedication in the beginning, in loving memory of Monty-O, it's like, what the heck? And, long story short, I started doing research. It's like, holy cow, have I not been watching this?
Yep.
I kind of started, long story short, I started all the way back at the beginning, back in episode 1.
Yes, those days.
Yeah, so I had to start all the way back because, you know me, I'm kind of a guy who wants to start from beginning to end.
As
So yeah, I
RWBY
started
should
with
be.
that. But yeah, that's about it. I started on episode 1.
Episode 1. Dang.
And honestly, that kind of did become my favorite, mainly because, well, sure it has flaws, but it just drives you in. You want to watch it. The first episode usually makes you want to watch more.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what
agree
it
with
did. Made me want to watch more.
Yeah, no, they did really, really well with the very first episodes and the trailers and everything. It did. It did real well at grabbing people and wanting them to stay a part of it.
Piggybacking off.
More sad after Volume 2.
Yeah, like I was saying, you piggybacking off what you just said with there. Like, I never got into RWBY till, like I said, before Volume 4 aired. My boss, who was when I was working at GameStop at the time, she had this. She had her TV with her Google Chromecast, and she's like, "I think it's something you would watch." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then she showed me the White trailer. I was like, why have I not seen this? And like that right there was probably the kicking point for me where my love for my favorite character ever showed up. I'm like, Weiss is the best. All the characters technically are all great. There's no one character I totally dislike. Nora, just kidding.
Oh,
Nora's great.
No,
Just triggered you. That's why I went for you.
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
hey,
I'm just kidding.
I can shut this shit down. I can pull a Ryan, and I will burn this down.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love Nora and her memes and her jokes, and Nora's great. But yeah, that's basically what got me into RWBY as a whole, and it's been uphill from there.
Well, that's good. What about you, Dora? What was your favorite episode of everything so far?
Probably the last episode of Volume 3, the end of everything.
Oh yeah.
End of the beginning. Mostly because I'm a sucker for anything that can literally make me cry. I'm a sentimental person after all. And when it did like that double take where you think maybe Ruby's gonna make it to the top before, and then she doesn't, and you realize that everyone in the show is now dispensable. Yep. It literally changed my whole view of RWBY.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. That was a very important part of the RWBY growing as a show, and that's a really great episode. And at the end of it, their little tribute to Monty was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, all in all, that was a really great episode. And then, unfortunately, they followed it up with Volume 4, which wasn't the greatest.
Hey! Those them fight words.
Not every season has to be great.
No, I agree. Not every season has to be great, but it also didn't.
Heck, even Red vs. Blue has a couple duds here and there.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, but it is what it is.
Every series technically does.
Mm-hmm.
May I bring up the stalled period between Blood Gulch and Reconstruction?
Oh God. We'll be here for all day talking about that subplot.
No one really wants to remember.
Nobody knows where that subplot was going. They just know it ended. Like there was something. It's if you take that subplot as just the clusterfuck that it was actually pretty funny. But oh my God, nobody knows what was in that subplot. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, one of these times we should actually do a Rooster Teeth in general sort of podcast.
Yeah, we're actually looking at that during the RWBY off season. And then, because RWBY's only got 3 episodes left?
I think it's 4. They have what? It's like 14 episodes, so it's last episode was 10. So they have 4, I think.
Okay, so yeah, so it's 4 episodes left. So, we're looking at probably expanding. This Friday podcast will become a. We'll probably say a general RWBY podcast, and then we're gonna add a couple more time slots and extra days for other RT goodies and things of that nature. So, because some people obviously can't make it to this Friday one that still want to be a part of all this, and so we're looking to expand and be all inclusive, so everybody has a shot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. God, crap. We started the yes. Okay.
What about you?
Oh.
Your episode.
Yeah.
I mean, the food fight is probably my favorite. That was
That was the perfect example.
That is a gateway to RWBY for people who don't like RWBY.
Yeah.
You have to show a non-fan it, and then tell them that's the entire show.
That's basically RWBY in a nutshell. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, essentially. And that's probably my favorite. It was so lighthearted, and it started the season off real well, and it was just a ton of fun. And so throughout
that was the best filler episode.
Yeah, definitely. That was, of all
Best
filler episodes, it was great. But
Well,
they did
basically,
introduce
that's
Neptune with it, and so yeah, RWBY Chibi. So
They need to do that with all animes.
So Kato, you watch RWBY Chibi, yeah?
Yes, I've watched all 2 seasons.
Which
even the Christmas holiday episode.
So the when Weiss cheats her way in the race, how'd that make you feel knowing that Weiss is a cheater?
Weiss indirectly wants to be first. She wants the spotlight.
No, that was very direct. That was a very direct cheat.
That's why I'm saying she's just like, oh, well, I'm going up against a motorcycle. I mean, I gotta cheat here. So come on, motorcycle versus a tricycle. What is? Come on, gotta give her some kind of edge. I mean, yeah, you can really just like punch the ice off. I mean,
but the question is, if you know you're going up against someone who has a motorcycle and a dog sled, why bring a tricycle?
Because Weiss.
It's like
because Weiss. That's it. That's it.
Because Weiss.
Because Weiss.
You know the other person's gonna win.
I mean, she went in knowing she was gonna have to cheat. I'm just saying, it's unacceptable.
Hey, in a race, there are no rules. Okay.
If you're not first, you're last.
We didn't see the beginning of that part when they were speculating rules. They didn't say anything about semblances or weapons or dust. They didn't say nothing. So we just speculate.
Yeah, but you think they would have like an honor system?
Honor system among friends? There are no honor system among friends.
Why not? No, there's not.
I was going to say, like, what?
No, there's not.
Didn't realize cat burglar until the very last second.
Yeah, that cat burglar episode was absolutely hilarious. I can't believe you guys would think that. Keys, and tosses her the keys, and she leaves with everything.
She immediately goes into stealing.
Which you guys are profiling.
That's great.
Probably what RWBY Chibi episode what made me laugh the most was the show when Taeyang was trying to prove to RWBY and Yang that he was awesome, he was cool and hip and everything like that, and Crow was just like naturally cool and everything. And like right towards the end, Crow just was an absolute savage to Velvet. And he's just like, my job here's done. He's like,
He
you
walks
didn't do
off.
anything. Didn't I, Rabbit Girl? Didn't I? He's like, my name's Velvet. Pfft, I don't care. It's like, damn.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
yeah.
I was just like, Crow fucking savage.
So
Yeah, that was my favorite Chibi episode too.
yeah. So with
Mainly because of the cool steel guitar version of Bad Luck Charm.
yeah. That was great. So far, I haven't really had any complaints about Chibi. My favorite RWBY Chibi is obviously the Nora one, but I mean, we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
Which Nora one? There's a bunch. The one where she drank too much coffee,
Oh my
or the one where she kept kind of take Ren's pancakes
The
every
one,
10
the
seconds.
one where she teaches people how to work out. God.
Oh God,
Hey,
That one was fun.
that was just a warm up.
that was just the warm up. They're all beat.
Yeah, you think that's bad? Try living with her. That
Poor Pierre, Jean, and Ren.
They're just beat. They're just beat down, and it's
forget
wonderful.
Forget those two. Poor Red. It's like the weakest out of all four of them.
It's like this is not gonna go well.
Nope.
So what? In terms of RWBY gear, what do y'all have, or what's y'all's favorite piece that y'all own?
Oh, I have a bunch. I lost count.
Oh crap!
Trust me. If I wanted just to put it, well, I've picked up some pieces like over the course of me knowing about RWBY, but literally this Christmas was a RWBY miss. So literally, I got a ton of RWBY stuff. Like I got Volume 4, 1 through 4, both the Blu-ray and the soundtracks to them. I was like, sweet.
Nice.
I'm wearing my Weiss shirt that I got, the vintage one off the RWBY shirt. I also got Ruby's as well. I want to get Blake and Yang's later, but RWBY and Weiss are my favorites. Jean's hoodie, got that too. And I don't know, they were selling them in stores. I don't see them on the website anymore. There was the vinyl figures of all of the original Team RWBY.
Oh, the
I haven't seen the. They're not really pops. They're like just like the vinyl ones, but they're by extension pops anyway. Yeah, I don't see them anymore. I have all 4 of those because my buddy who still works at GameStop is like, "Yo, I saw these. Do you want these?" I'm like, "That's RWBY. Do you want them? Do you have to ask?" I mean, like, just put them off the side. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Just relax.
Just hold
But
on.
probably my all-time favorite is probably my giant, humongous Weiss wall scroll that I just got. Covers up literally a quarter of my wall.
Nice.
Just poof, Weiss scroll. Yes.
Meanwhile, all I have is a poster.
Just
Hey.
one?
Just one?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
only
Pyrrha?
have one because I have like barely any room on my walls.
Is it Pyrrha?
No, it's the main 4.
Oh,
Uh,
just like Team RWBY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty
Team
cool.
RWBY.
I've
Still,
got.
hey,
That's actually the only RWBY wall one I have is the Team RWBY one as well.
what's wrong with you people?
I bought a lot of their limited edition stuff. That the first RWBY limited edition art. I can't remember who did it right now, but it was the first artist rendering of RWBY that they released limited edition. I have one of those, and it's
Jelly.
it's all boxed up somewhere safe keeping because I don't trust people.
I don't trust people either.
But
That's why I live. I live.
yeah. What about you, Barracuda?
Honestly, the only merchandise I actually had that's RWBY related is a lanyard. Came with a.
I have one of those.
Sticker. Yeah, it's just Team RWBY on it.
Yeah, I have the Weiss Chibi lanyard.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, that's all the merch I have. Well, I would have clothes, but size.
Yeah, I did notice that their sizes were pretty limited because
It sucks
Yeah.
to be a tall. It sucks to be a big and tall person. Of all this.
Hey, I'm
tradition.
big and tall, but I don't know.
I'm average and thin. I can't gain weight.
Well, add bulkiness to the big and tall, and yeah, it sucks even more.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, being 6'4", I weigh 250, so
How About
Holy
about 6 foot even, and I weigh almost 300.
God, I'm fucking 5'10" and I weigh $120.
Just
or no, I weigh $130, but I honestly I can't gain weight. I've the heaviest I've ever weighed is 132, and I work out daily. I eat anywhere from 8 to 10,000 calories a day, proteins, whole 9 yards, and nothing.
Yeah,
don't gain weight.
that's not going to stay the same for long. So
nope, it will. My entire family genetics are like that. My mother's thin, my dad's thin.
can I take it? Just like encode it in my
Just
gene
here,
pool.
have this.
Then I'll wake up tomorrow morning, lose 35 pounds. Like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, I can't put on weight no matter how hard I try. But yeah, I mean, it allows me to keep a good 6-pack, but that's
Winning.
yeah. I mean, I get something, but I stay.
At least you beat 2 of us and ready.
What about you, Dora? What's your favorite memorabilia that you have or wish you had?
I probably want more plushies. I don't have enough.
I want this wide plush.
I want all of them, so I can just cuddle them at night in like a big old, hug down circle. They're gonna be my new mattress.
Literally a plush mattress. That would be the coolest thing ever. Just have every character from RWBY is a plush.
Oh, and then you get the
also, I'm
RWBY throw blanket.
170 pounds.
Those exist. I need that.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
Hold on, I'll be.
right?
If you're watching stream, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
What?
What?
I wish I was tall.
No, you don't.
It's a curse.
It's
a
a
curse
curse.
being
It's
short
hard.
too.
No, you know how many times I've walked in a convenience store or a shopping mall of any kind? That's dope. Well, someone's like, hey, can you reach this thing on the top shelf? No! That is the coolest thing ever.
You know how many times I've been mistaken for 12?
Hey, that is a blessing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd rather. You want to trade? You want to trade? I'll take it.
I get mistaken for 16, so I'm fine.
I
with
got
that.
mistaken for a 42-year-old the other day.
I've never been ID'd at a.
I am dead serious. I went to a Hispanic restaurant and the lady offered me 5 margaritas during my time there.
Jeez,
At
man.
one time, I took it just as a joke.
Calm down, friend. That's a
No.
lot.
Yeah, no. It wasn't me. It was the lady. She thought I was freaking 42 years old.
Oh my gosh.
She needs some glasses or something.
I look very old for my age, and I'm only 20.
You're only 20? How am I the oldest person here?
Maybe. I mean, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Damn it!
I'm
But
25.
again, I sound like a goddamn 40, 30-year-old.
I have friends like that. Don't feel bad.
It's weird.
So's life.
I mean,
That
you're
is
not
true.
wrong.
Am I the youngest?
How old are you?
19?
Yep.
And
Only
how
by a year.
rude. You don't ask a woman her age.
Hey,
I don't care.
I don't-
You can ask me anything.
I don't
I'm
follow
just-
by the rules of standardized life.
I
No,
just,
no,
I
you
just
don't
don't
a-
care.
You don't ask a woman their weight. Yeah,
Yeah, that's That's a death
160,
sentence.
170.
exactly. You don't.
yeah.
ask
Box
them
Extension,
that.
we didn't ask you,
Too bad.
so I'm still in the clear here.
I mean, you can say you're in the clear
Yeah,
all
as
you
long as
want,
don't
but
do that, you're in the clear.
Yep, I'm gonna stay in my little web icon in the top left-hand corner. I'm staying in that zone,
right there.
right there, just right in that little corner. It's mine now. Dibs. It's my shit now. Dibs.
Just from every podcast from now on, just gonna be a little miniaturized version of that image, just
Yep.
right there, just boop, right above everybody
Little-
else's. Just
Yep, right there. It doesn't matter if I'm chatting or anything. I'm just there. Just
Just
by
there.
now. I'll let
I'm
people
there
borrow
in
it.
spirit.
It's like you can have it this week.
So did y'all ever get into that the RWBY cards, like their whole trading cards and all that?
Combat ready.
They have cards?
I want that so bad.
Yes.
Oh,
I want that new board game. They do have trading cards though.
That's
I
pretty
never
cool.
seen them.
I saw them at Otakon this year. I actually did see them, but
Lucky.
Yeah, they
I
got
didn't buy them,
the
unfortunately.
RWBY collector cards. These.
I see a black screen, so I don't know. See black screen.
Wait a minute. I'm blind.
There you go.
Wait, still wait.
Oh,
Gotta wait for
yeah.
that. Oh,
Nice.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I see one of
Looky,
those.
looky, look,
I'm jelly.
look.
I'm jelly.
This has nothing to do with fruit preserves, man.
What?
What?
Get it? Jelly? Jam?
Jam.
It was a stretch, but I wanted
Oh my god.
If you stretched
Nora.
any farther, you'd be in Jamaica.
Oh.
Oh, I see why you favorite that one because you're a Nora fanboy.
I don't think I have. Oh, actually. There you go. Make you feel better.
What's that? I can't see it yet.
It'll render here in a moment. Nah. Nah. There it is.
Like a 5 second.
Yeah. I have it set to none, but it does it anyways.
Oh yeah. You know it. Got that Weiss. Let's go. Weiss is Weissfu.
I'm trying to see if I got any duplicates, but like I bought this box at RTX this year and it came with yeah. Oh, look, you're wearing a Jean shirt and a drinking out of a Weiss cup, Aki.
I'm wearing a Weiss shirt, wearing a John hoodie,
There you go.
drinking out of a Weiss cup.
There you go. You'll like the one that's about to pop up then. Yeah.
Sweet.
It would focus. Focus. Fuck.
Come on, Snow Angel.
There you go. Bam. Focused.
Yes! That's perfect.
But yeah, I went to
Just dropping in.
I went to RTX and bought the pack there, and it comes with a fuck ton of cards, and there's still more in the box.
God,
Yeah.
that's so cool. Takes caption from the actual show. It's really cool.
Yeah, and actually on the back of them too, it gives you a little quote, or it gives you information on what is going on. Sometimes it quotes that the Weiss one says, as RWBY falls, Jean Arc collides with Weiss mid-air, and the two of them land in a nearby tree. But some of them have like full-blown quotes on the back of them and things like that, and
It's pretty cool.
little fun facts, stuff to know.
Yeah.
The more
Can
you
I steal
know.
those?
What's your favorite
Steal your
character? I'll
Weiss.
send you one.
My favorite is it was Pyrrha, and then it turned into John. So I guess John.
Okay, let me see if I've got a Jean one. And I'll snag a, I'll go through here and I'll try to snag one of the other Weiss ones. And what about Barracuda?
I don't have a particular favorite one, so just pull a random one out.
Okay.
You don't have a favorite? You don't even have like
Here, look,
general idea?
you get a Yank.
I mean, I do have a favorite, but I
God damn it, Barb! That should literally be on the back of a Yang card.
What
God
com-
damn it, Barb!
Oh, yeah, that one didn't have nothing.
Yeah, but that
You can write it on the back. God damn it, Barb!
I think the goddammit Barb one would be like a collector's edition, because you know
That would be
Why
like a
does
super
that
ultra
mean
rare,
Barb?
shiny.
Huh?
It would probably be like her
John.
face photoshopped onto one of the characters.
That'd
Yes.
be
God damn it, Barb!
great. Ba-doop.
So that thing
trying
that
to-
Weiss summons, that must be her Weiss army knife. God damn it, Barb!
Gosh damn it.
That joke hurts.
That one took 3 years off my life. I hope you know that.
It's not my fault. It's Barbara's fault.
No.
We all have a little Barbara inside of us. That one time where we can't help but make horrible puns.
Yeah.
But we don't have Gavins or Michaels to literally just push us out of the room, say, "Get out of here."
That would
Get out of-
that would be the ideal situation, but unfortunately,
We don't have a Gavin to do confused British screaming.
yeah. I mean, I can try, but I mean, you'll get really southern Texas yelling. I mean, there's only so much I can do.
Pretty much.
I can yell at you like Mickey Mouse if that makes you feel any better.
Oh god, just that.
I think you have to do it just because it's Mickey Mouse. Actually, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Disney will copyright us.
I was about to too.
Disney will copyright us. I know better. Disney.
Yeah,
don't like
that's
that
why I'm like.
Wait, we said Mickey Mouse. Hold on, I gotta. Okay, well, how long are we in? I gotta make sure to edit this part out. Shit.
I don't know. It's been
No,
like a good
we'll
30
talk.
minutes.
I'll say it when the chat's over. When the actual stream's over, I'll bring it back. I'll make a mental note to myself.
Make a mental note. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. It's been like a full 30 minutes or so.
All right, so roughly about 30 minutes. I gotta make sure to edit that out because they'll be after us. I know better. I know how they work. There we go. Found John for you. There we go. Jean. Honestly, it took me forever to find Jean. Oh my god, focus camera. Focus.
I guess he's no one's favorite but mine.
Hey, I like John. I'm wearing John's hoodie. I mean, hello.
Yeah, the guy's awesome.
John's great. I love his character.
Even though
I love his development.
Yeah, Jean has a really good character development so far.
He's a great guy. Even though he's kind of acting like Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2 right now.
Yeah. Oh my god, Metal Gear, don't get me started. And look, there's a Weiss.
That's a topic for another story.
I can send you a Weiss. There you go. Yeah, focus on the Weiss. But yeah.
I always focus on the Weiss.
Thank you. That is how that should have been met. That had to be met with silence. That was perfect.
Yes.
I was gonna make a joke, but I stopped myself.
Welcome, Echo.
Oh boy. But yeah. And if anybody in chat wants any particular character, shoot me a message and I'll see what I can get you. Because I have a lot of them. Oh crap, did I just fuck something up? I had them separated and I fucked up and I unseparated and oh man, there goes the next 3 hours of my life.
That's a ball. Don't worry.
Oh no, I saved it. Never mind. Ignore me.
I can't.
Fine then. Don't ignore me. God. You gotta selective. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. That's what I kept telling my ex-wife, but she didn't believe me. But all in all, so if anybody else wants any of these, I have duplicates of the base cards, and so let me know and I can mail them off to you.
Sweet.
And then, but yeah, I think that box right there is Series 1. I think they're on Series 2 already because I don't think I have any cards from anything past Volume 3. And so, I think there's a Series 2 out, but you never know. And so,
nope.
Alright, y'all make sure to remind me, and anybody in chat, make sure to remind me, and I'll send these off to peoples, because I've got plenty. I spent more at RTX than I probably should have, and so...
Hey, that's me at any convention, okay?
Yeah, that's it. That's literally any convention.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though.
More than you've been to.
So basically when you go to a convention, you come back, you're like, crap, I still need to pay for rent. Crap!
Say, oh man, I gotta pay my truck, I gotta pay my insurance. Oh, no.
I gotta do gas money, I gotta do oil changes.
Am I homeless now?
Do I can't have home, right?
That REM plush was worth it.
that RWBY body pillow. Perfect.
Oh my god, if I had a RWBY body pillow, I probably would never leave the house. But
I'm going to make a fort out of these body pillows and sleep there for the rest of my life.
That is
I
how
only have
life.
one body pillow.
That sounds like the best way to end life.
It's the best way to die.
Yep, in a bed full of RWBY body pillows. Just perfect.
I still want to see that Chibi Fort Port just to see what it looks like.
Oh my gosh, that would be great. All right, Marcel, I'll make sure to get you one.
Not even the whole episode, just like a 5-minute, just like a minute sketch, just to see what that looks like.
Marcel, no, Marcel, you don't have body pillows because you're not a creep. Scroll to the very start of this chat. Okay, very start of the chat. Okay, and then
You're in the fandom known as the RWBY fandom. We're all weird. We're all creeps.
Yep. Welcome to any fandom.
Welcome to
basically.
all fandoms. You
Yeah.
are.
I'll burn the house down.
Or as Alice in Wonderland would say, we're all mad here.
Yeah, definitely. We have to be here. I mean, if we weren't, it would be terribly unpleasant.
Yes, it would be. But
Oh,
we're all
that's
fans
what
of
we
RWBY.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it gives
RWBY
us.
the public. Heyo! Seriously, you post anything non-RWBY related, and Jesus Christ, the armies just flood in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, just like I don't. Nope. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep it to myself because I know the horde will roll in. So
Yeah, let's say that
keep
for
that-
let's say that for a different time.
Okay.
because
Okay.
my
No. We're gonna go.
Riot.
We're going head first. We're going head first. Start at Kato since he backed out. What is the least? Sorry. Let me rephrase this. What ship do you hate the most? Yeah.
what ship do I hate the most?
we're
We're
diving-
going to
we're
this dark
diving-
side of the RWBY.
We're diving
We're going
head
to the
first
shadow
in.
side.
Hooray!
We're going where the light doesn't touch.
Where there's a lack of dust.
What ship did I despise more than anything?
Yeah.
It's probably me personally. I mean, it just showed up. Like, I really don't have any problem with anti-shippers. I really don't. If you like two characters that don't technically will never ever happen, you do you, boo boo. But there's only one. It just recently started popping up on the RWBY family page, and it showed two images. And whenever I watched it, I mean, whenever I saw the two images, it just triggered me indirectly. I'm like, maybe just because I have I'm a Weiss fan, it just triggers me. But if I saw like Weiss with John or Weiss with Ren, I'm like, whatever. But I was like, I saw Weiss with crap, what's his name? It's the musician guy from the Flint. There we go. I saw that because he was being like all. Okay, that's probably the only one. Like Flint / Weiss. It's the only one I don't like. Flint, because I can see Flint / that neon chick, whatever her name is.
Neon.
But yeah, that's the only one. Like, even still, then I don't dislike it. But like I said, I don't hate any ships at all. Like, go team White Rose, Bumblebee, Black Sun. I don't care. You like them all. It doesn't bother me.
Okay. What about you, Barracuda?
Oh, where do I begin? You have opened the can of worms that you can never unclose.
Yes,
I'm ready
there
to
you go.
riot.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Miso immediately
I mean,
pointed out.
I mean, normally I'm not against shipping. Heck, I used to be a shipper myself. I mean, I used to support Arcos until Volume 3 came at me with a screaming train saying,
It's like,
"Oh, nope."
nope.
Yeah, that lol nopes.
They shot that in the heart.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Womp womp.
Now I'm kind of.
Hashtag spoiler alert for those who haven't seen season 3 yet.
It's been a
Should've led
few
with
years.
that.
It's been a
I'm
few
just
years.
saying. People are just trying to get. Maybe they're watching this podcast to get into RWBY, and we just spoil it all of season 3 for them. She's like, well, fuck, now I ain't gonna watch it now. Just kidding.
Spoiler alert! Stuff happens.
Spoiler, everything
Life happens. We move on, okay? Just keep moving forward. But
Anyway, it's more like a top few sort of more hated types. Mainly, it starts with Blake and Adams, abuser or something like
Bumblebee.
that, or a name or whatever the heck it's called.
Oh,
That's how little I care for him because I forgot the name.
I can't. For some reason, all I can think is that everybody keeps calling it Beauty and the Beast, which
It's
theoretically
more like-
makes sense.
it's-
But I mean,
I was thinking this isn't Beauty and the Beast. This is the alternate reality where Belle fell in love with Gaston. But Gaston was,
Here.
That's
Gaston
terrible.
was less likable and hammy. And more Ow the Edgehog.
oh boy, yeah, I see that.
Then again, I just don't really like Adam. He's like the one thing that just doesn't fit in all that much.
Well,
You know, it's
yeah,
like,
I
oh, you're
mean-
gonna get this cool thing. It's like, well, nope, Adam's here. He's gonna ruin everything with his edginess and pretentiousness. It's like, God friggin' dang it!
Edgelord.
Adam
That's
ruins
what I'm
everything.
thinking with-
I
spoiler
gotta
Adam
edit
alert.
ruined
that out.
everything.
I gotta edit that out.
I hate Adam
It's like,
so.
spoiler alert, whoever hasn't seen Volume 5 yet, but yeah, he ruins a potentially good character just so he can show up and be what he is.
A dick.
A wet fart.
A wet fart. Yep.
Oh my god, I wanted to see more of her.
To me,
Yeah.
that's what Adam Forrest is in RWBY. He is a wet fart that no one wants to deal with, but he's just there anyway to ruin everyone's fun.
Yeah.
He just derails everything. In my opinion, I just don't like him. I honestly just don't like him.
I don't like him either.
Yeah.
But enough
I mean,
of
like, he's
that.
got a cool character design. He's got a cool weapon. That's as far as it goes. Like, after that, like, I hate the dude.
He's a 13-year-old's edgelord's wet dream. That's what he is. Black and red, edgy.
Yeah.
And anyway, enough of that. The other ship that I kind of hate more than a enabler, the incest ones were Ruby and
Yep.
Yang.
Oh god. Okay,
Those
I
are
take back my
bad.
previous statement. That one I can despise.
Thank
that
you.
one I despise.
I
more
was about to
than
say,
White.
if nobody brought it up, I was going to say all the incest ones. Every one of those.
Yeah, okay.
Those people are.
It's like,
Flint-
I have nothing against the people that think of it, but in my opinion, you're a sick, twisted puppy, and I think you need to get psychiatric help because, by God, there are some doors that you do not open. Okay, there are some things you just don't touch in society. Okay,
Like your
I
sister.
mean, more power to you if you like it.
Oh,
But
exactly. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
All right, what about you, Dora? What's your most despised ship?
Probably the people that ship Cinder and Ruby. I just don't understand why.
I'll give you a
And
worse one.
it's ugh.
I'll
Yeah.
give you a worse one that isn't Ruby related. People that ship Megatron with Optimus Prime. What?
What?
Yeah.
Where did we go
have
from
no
talking about
genitalia.
Cinder and Ruby to way into Transformers? That was just like a giant curveball. Whoop!
No,
That
no,
is pretty
I
much-
see, because it's antagonists and protagonists doing this stuff. Except in terms of robots, it's more like just metal.
No, I mean, no, it's just the
Like,
idea.
I'll be over here in this corner again.
No, it's just the idea of main protagonist getting, doing the sideways hello with the main antagonist. It's just weird.
Having a dirty moment with the yeah.
You know what ship I hated the most out of everything?
What?
Donkey and the Dragon from Shrek.
Don't bring that in here.
You leave that at the door. You leave that at the door.
The one thing we don't need here is that type of dankness.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is where ships have sailed and need to be burned on the ocean. I mean,
See,
There's
this
no
is what
reason-
you got us into. You brought shippers into the conversation. This is your fault.
There's a reason why the God has left meme exists.
Marcel just said it's called Maximum Ogre Drive.
When I should do the maximum overdrive. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, that's why. Yeah. Okay.
Turbo.
All right. Now that we've done pissed off all the shippers in the world, let's
Yeah.
let's
Sorry, not sorry.
let's see how many more we can dodge before the night's over. But I mean, but okay. So on the opposite side of the question, what's y'all's favorite ship?
Ooh. Sorry. Mine's the straight obvious one that like Lily's one of the top of all the shippers on. That's of course White Rose. That's basically my all-time favorite. Weiss and Ruby. That's literally it. I mean,
So
I mean,
now, here's a theory. Here's just a thrown out theory, right? So Ruby's mom wore all white, and she had a rose,
Yeah.
the same symbol, a white rose. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Whoa. Okay, let's go. Let's take a step back here. Well, rephrase what you just said there. I just like zoned out for like a fraction of a second.
Ruby's mom wears white cape.
Uh-huh.
Her symbol is a white rose. Is it illusion?
Get it?
Could it be an allusion to a future?
But
Ruby's mom wore White Rose. The ship name for Ruby and Weiss is White Rose.
well, I got.
Dun dun dun.
Get
You're
it?
making my brain hurt. Now I'm like, like my mind just got blown up. Like,
I think we
I was
broke
like-
up.
Are you trying to do an Illuminati confirmed?
hashtag Illuminati. Yes.
But is it confirmed? Kato's mind fucked. Yeah.
Yes, I am mind fucked right now. I was just like, well, because now if Summer was alive, she would totally approve of it. She's like, I have a white rose in my cape. I approve of this. I'm like, yes.
I don't know, just food for thought, or well, food to mindfuck, but it is what it is.
Yes.
What about you, Barracuda? What's your most approved
Well,
favorite ship?
Well, it used to be, like I said, Arcos before season 3 said no.
Yeah.
Now I used to be somewhat into Lancaster, but now I'm just full on Ren and Nora.
Yes.
Yep. Ren and Nora's great.
Perfect.
As long as nothing happens, knock on wood. As long as nothing happens, I will remain sane.
Sane.
Pink Lotus. That's what I call it.
But then again, I keep forgetting. If that happens, I still have Ruby and Jean to fall back on.
Well,
So
the fact is they already technically.
they are my legit last resort.
Well, Ren and Nora are technically
A couple.
getting there.
Well,
They're getting there. They're basically getting there. Like right at the end of Volume 4, they kind of showed that Ren has emotions and towards Nora
they held
herself and all that
hands.
kind
It was adorable. Everybody.
I know
loved
that scene really I was like, and they started off with the song "Home." I was like,
it.
My dream has come true.
So, just on the topic of Nora, and this theory frightens me, but Nora is obviously based off of Thor.
"Yep,
Does anybody know how Thor dies?
Poison.
nope."
Poison by a serpent. He kills the world serpent, and in the exchange, he gets bitten by the world serpent, and it kills him. So, if we see any snake faunus, I swear to God, hear me now.
Honestly,
If that bitch gets
honestly,
anywhere near Nora, there will be hell to pay.
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they went with Marvel's version of Thor. I wouldn't be surprised if they went with that angle.
Yeah.
Maybe in this new season, maybe in a spin-off season, she somehow goes off into space and she meets the Red vs. Blue crew for some reason. We call it Thor Ragnarok.
Oh my God, yes.
Nora Ragnarok.
Rooster Teeth, if you're listening, make that happen.
Nora Ragnarok. Yep. Okay, so what about you, Dora? What?
And again, it's just a nonsense spin-off season. Just like, yeah, whatever happened to Nora? Meanwhile, in space, I am Caboose, the vehicle destroyer.
Well, Caboose would probably just kill her, but that's how he is. But
that's bound to happen. We cannot deny.
Control F you.
I just dropped a washer into my computer case.
Oh dears.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh.
Whoops. I gotta go dig that out whenever this is done. So, what about you, Nora? What's your Nora? Gosh, damn it. What about you, Dora? What's your approved of?
I think right now my favorite that I would approve of very likely is Blake and Son.
Mhm.
Because
Sun.
it's obviously, obviously.
Yeah.
I call it Eclipse.
It's right there. It's right in front of your face.
Yeah, it's
Just despite all the butthurt Bumblebee fans, I will support that.
Bumblebee.
I hate Bumblebee, to be honest.
I agree.
I have nothing against it. It's just the people that kept harassing the friggin' voice actors because of it. It's just a dang song, folks.
What? Actually, I'm probably gonna incite people. Never mind.
No. We done jumped the ship. Okay, we're here.
Well,
We're
We're already downhill from now, so it's basically
What I was gonna say is, I don't like shippers that think every single person is gay.
Oh,
Because statistically, that's incorrect.
So basically, you hate Tumblr, just Tumblr.
Yep, everybody.
you hate the internet is what you hate.
No,
Okay.
I am an avid Tumblr. I just hate when people turn everyone gay. Like, there is straight people. I mean, seriously.
Welcome to. I'm sorry, this is getting a tad political. Welcome to the extremist left. Welcome to the extremist left of Tumblr, where everyone is gay and you cannot have another opinion.
And
That's
then
why I stay off Tumblr.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that side of Tumblr, which is very hard to stay off of.
Every time you go to Tumblr, if you were to do if you were to graph yourself on Tumblr, right? You would start here, like way up high, and then every click, it would just go down in terms of quality. Just infinitely down, and then it's just an endless spiral after about 20 minutes.
And then somehow you raise up back to the top, and it just happens again. It's a fictitious cycle.
But you never get back to the top until you exit Tumblr, and then you come back later. You never make it. That graph never comes back until you've quit. You have to exit, and then you have to come back.
Until it hits negative infinity pi.
That's why I stay away from it.
I mean,
Just so you guys know, Barbara said. Well, technically, I'm Barbara. Why do I say Barbara? Yang's motorcycle is actually called Bumblebee. So, just saying. That's the closest we're gonna get to Bumblebee ever. Okay.
I'm just saying that it's just a dang song. People just enjoy it.
Well, they mentioned it. I mean, Bumblebee's referenced twice in the show. That's her Yang's motorcycle and
the attack move.
When the attack, Bumblebee, and then.
Yep.
But that's the only time it's ever referenced. And after Volume 2, never again.
Actually, if you look at the concept art for Volume 4 that they showed at the RWBY screening at RTX 2016, the original concept art for Yang, she had a little Bumblebee keychain that she had hooked on her belt.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, you could probably go find it online. But there's a little Bumblebee keychain that Yang kept on her belt. It's pretty neat, but glad they decided against that because that adds to the character development by not having it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be really weird if she's going through this whole thing but kept Bumblebee on her hip.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird.
So, but yeah, so there has been a reference since Volume 2, but it was one picture in a concept art for Volume 4.
But not many people know that. Okay.
Well, you know what? Now at least 7 more people know.
Woohoo!
You 3 and the most 3 recent people I've seen in chat. 4. 1, 2, 5. I don't know. 5, 6.
If you're watching, speak in the chat so we can see you.
Make yourself be known. Count off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Honk if you're alive.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the next topic?
This ain't a checklist.
Are we done? Are we done trying to see how many shippers we can piss off, or do we want to go back into that? I mean, we can always go back.
We get this. I know. You said hi, Jennifer. I know. Hi.
I think we got most of the hot button ones.
I think so. I think we've hit all the hot button.
I could start more. I mean, you can.
No, let's not dig ourselves into a bigger hole.
Yeah, let's not try to.
We're not going all in. No.
Do it.
You're mad at me. What are you mad at me for? What did I do?
I mean, you are you. It's hard to not to. I mean, really. Does there really need to be a reason?
No.
Oh, Oscar RWBY shipping.
Oh
like
God. No.
Okay, so someone brought this up, right? In the RWBY Facebook page.
I'm sorry, Jen.
This is really, really, really bad. So if Ruby Oscar does happen, does that make Ozpin a pedophile?
Yes.
It depends. I just
Yes.
see.
It's probably not going to
No.
happen now. It's probably going to be in like the future. It's not even. They're not even going to be like.
Mhm.
You know how Ozpin is supposed to disappear or
Merge.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, merge. Well, then obviously it's not Ozpin anymore. It's.
Well,
It's still Ozpin.
It's still Ozpin and it's still Oscar. They just finally merged into a single unit. So
It's pretty much Dragon Ball, Piccolo, and Nail thing. Eventually, Ozpin is just going to fade into Oscar's subconscious. Until their actions are pretty much one and the same.
Yeah.
well,
And
except the
then you're
thing is though, Oscar will gain all of Ozpin's past knowledge as well. Everything he's ever done and everything he's said. Or
Yeah.
the other way it goes is Ozpin assimilates Oscar, and Ozpin is the same consciousness since the beginning.
Yeah. That's
Or
what I'm
in
going
layman's
with.
So
terms,
if he
or-
assimilates, then that's a really... If he assimilates Oscar, then the Ruby Oscar thing will never happen if that assimilates.
Well, obviously not.
And...
Or in other words,
No Pine Rose.
I can win! I feel great! I can do this!
No Pine Rose.
What are
no
you
Pine
doing?
Rose.
Yeah, Piccolo's thing from Dragon Ball Z.
I was referencing Nail.
He does that whole motivation speech.
I was referencing Nail.
Mwah, mwah.
And either way, it still fits.
Because remember, after he does that, he's like, Nail's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Motivating myself. I haven't watched that episode in a long time. I kind of forgot how it goes.
Nail. That's great. That's we've hit. Well, okay, we went into Thor. We touched on Thor Ragnarok for a second. We touched on Transformers for a second. We've touched on Dragon Ball Z for a second. What else have we touched on that we shouldn't have been touching on that has no business being?
Shrek.
Ruby
Shrek.
Shippers.
One more in! One more trying to
I
make
mean,
the match.
Ruby Shippers is where we shouldn't be touching.
Transformers,
Yeah,
That's
Transformers. No,
That's the
boy.
dark side of the Force. We don't go there.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear. Oh god. Oh nope. Avoiding Metal Gear.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we avoided it.
Mm.
Shrek.
Nay.
Gosh damn it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Mike
Okay.
Wazowski.
No, Monsters Inc.
I will reference a million things.
Okay, so Grim Eclipse.
Yeah,
Who's
I'll
all
talk
played
about
it?
Supernat.
I have.
I haven't played that game in forever.
I have it.
Okay. So going to so we're gonna use Grim Eclipse to touch on Jean. What do y'all think Jean's semblance is based on Grim Eclipse?
Well, he's a team leader. So basically his, ultimate, quote unquote, basically boosts his entire team and himself damage by 50% and 100% if you upgrade it again.
So
Pretty much,
did
pretty much a
that
morale.
yeah? So did that is that a reference to what his semblance really could be in the actual episode,
That's
or is that just something they
That's actually a good idea.
That
is
could
that
be
just
a
something
like
they
good
put
that.
up there?
like he's. Well, there's all these speculations of what I mean. Like you guys were discussing last week.
Mhm.
And basically, the only technically quote unquote usage of that could be his semblance is when what's his name? God, I'm losing my train of
Cardin.
thought here. Cardinal. There we
Cardin.
go. Cardin punched him in, and he's just like, nope,
And it just white screen and
denied. It was a flash of light.
Gary, you
'Cause
know
when-
what's his thing? I get to go to work tomorrow.
Because when John kind of repelled him, there was that flash of light,
Mhm.
and when he activates his ultimate, he does that same kind of flash of light. He glows, as well as his allies. They get that
Yeah.
glow. So it could be it probably won't be amplifying his allies damage, or probably will make them, increase their stamina, something along that, give them courage, give them the will to fight. Probably that's probably something along those lines.
Yeah, see, last week the theory that we came up was that he could be, because Pyrrha mentioned he has a lot of aura, he could be an aura well. But if he was an aura well, he'd be able to feed aura to down teammates. Which a lot of people say
give him that stamina.
Yeah, but
then again, who really knows until they tell us outright?
Yeah. So did we ever get to see what Coco's semblance was? We didn't, did we?
No, we didn't see her. We just saw her use that giant ass minigun. That's all you need. That's all you need is a giant minigun purse.
You don't need a semblance when you have a minigun.
Out of all the characters from the show that we've seen, the one I want to see that hasn't technically shown us their semblance outside of Juniper and Ruby is Taiyang. I want to see what his semblance is. I want to know. The great martial artist, it has to be something to his hand-to-hand combat. It has to be something along those lines.
I just thought of this. What if his semblance is literally just the ultimate moves Miyagi taught Daniel-san in the Karate Kid?
I approve. That's how he taught Yang. He's just like, wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off.
Kobe, hit the fence!
Hit the fence! Do it again!
I swear, if that's what really goes on, I'm gonna die happy.
Well, they literally showed them sparring and, Taiyang kind of teaching Yang a little bit. Not really teaching, but kind of like, getting her back in the groove of things.
Yeah.
Do or do not. There is no try.
So,
but yeah, Taiyang is probably the one I want to see the most.
Okay, so of all the characters we haven't seen a semblance for, what's the one you want to see the most, Dora?
Like character or their semblance?
Or the semblance of a character we haven't seen a lot of. Gosh, damn, that's a complicated sentence to fucking...
Probably the new character that we have to our roster, the Ram guy.
The Ram guy?
The guy that Blake recruits in the newest episode?
Yeah, the one that steps up at the end of it and says, "I'll." Yeah.
I want to see what he does.
Well, yeah, that would be interesting. What if his is something like the Juggernaut from X-Men?
Oh God!
Oh my gosh!
He doesn't stop. He's an unstoppable force.
That'd be interesting. What about you, Barracuda? What's a character that you want to see their semblance?
I don't know. It's kind of a hard one because there are so many characters that we've not seen actual potential attacks with their semblances. Heck, I'm still kind of nipped that we didn't get to see much more of Team Sun's abilities from Volume 3. Yeah, that's my whole thing. Team Sun all together, excluding Sun themselves, like Neptune, Scarlet, and Sage. I want to see all their power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we didn't even see Neptune's. We didn't even see his. We don't even know what his is, besides being afraid of water. That's a semblance. He's just afraid of water. He's like, fuck. Like, if that's why he's afraid of water, like, that's a semblance. Like, when he gets water touches him and just, like, gets, I don't know, hurts him or burns him. I don't know.
So he has powers of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes!
Oh, my gosh.
Or any video game character ever. Basically, if they jump in the water, they just die.
He jumps in the water, he gets a box.
Yes. Yep, Marcel's Neptune semblance is just being cool. I approve.
Oh my gosh, Marcel, gosh damn it. Taiyang's semblance is the ability to impregnate anyone.
Oh God. That's terrible.
I was supposed to get someone decent out of that frigid cow you called Raven.
I want to know. I want them to do a flashback to where Team Stark was actually Team Stark. I want them to do that.
It's one
That's
of the
something I want to
episodes
see.
there's no way
I want to see
before.
when actually Raven wasn't a dick. Okay, I want to see when Raven wasn't like the way she is now.
Well, apparently they
The
were
way-
always
the
that
moment
way
Osmond
because
gave
they.
them bird power. The moment Osmond gave the two of them Animorph powers was the exact same moment where Raven just turned into a jerk forever. So
Well, I think Raven was a
kinda
pretty.
hard.
I think Raven was an ass forever because remember the reason they joined the school was to learn how to kill hunters and huntresses. So I mean, she was an asshole from day one. It's just Crow
but
came
she's-
around and she didn't.
I'm pretty sure when they were. I'm pretty sure the moment they went to Beacon, Raven's first demand from Crow was like, "Beer now."
It's like I hate being
Need
sober.
alcohol.
Because
And
let's
then-
face it, Raven is the literal textbook example of a pessimistic jerk.
Yeah.
She's just like, I don't care what happens as long as I profit from it. I could care less.
Yep.
It's like, you guys are losing, they're winning, but you know what? Here's these magic words. I don't care.
Womp womp.
Insert that meme of SpongeBob. Nobody cares.
Nobody. Okay, so one of the coolest things that I saw pop up about Team Stark was when Crow shows Yang the image of it. You see
The picture?
the picture of them as a team. You see a lot of pain in that picture because he still holds on to it, but if you look, there's droplets of water, which indicate maybe someone was crying over it. And then there's also a ring covering Summer's head. Like if you look, there's a ring around, from like a coffee mug or something, or a drink that was on top of that cup. So that's essentially that could point to Crow's drinking and was around the time Summer died. Because he keeps that picture of her, but whenever he's crying, or whenever he puts his drink down, he covers her face up to keep the tears from hurting her face.
Well, that's what I've been hearing a lot. Maybe people have been theorizing maybe Crow was the reason Summer died.
Yeah, because of his misfortunes.
I mean,
Yeah.
you hear it in his song. He brings pain and death wherever he goes.
Mm-hmm. Which in
He's
this
a little-
next episode, they're supposed to go to this ambush. So we're gonna see, which Crow has been around RWBY and her team and all her friends for a significant amount of time. So when they go to this fight, does that there's a risk if they all go there with Crow there.
Then again, that was kind of the same thing when they were fighting Tyrion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, things got bad when RWBY stepped in, or things got worse when RWBY stepped in, and so and
Like his semblance is good when he's just on a one-on-one fight with no one else helping him.
yeah, or
But when
one as long as he has no allies during the fight, his semblance works well. But if he
Don't say that, Miso.
Yeah, if he goes in with if he goes in with the team, there could be ramifications of that, especially.
I just thought of this. What if Crow is technically the caboose?
Well, I think
He doesn't mean to get anyone hurt, but in a sick, twisted sense of humor the universe has, everything wrong just happens when he's around.
Yeah.
Well, because what I think he's probably going to do, because Raven's technically at Haven Academy right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm speculating he'll see Raven, she'll try to dip out going through a portal or whatever, and he'll follow right behind her and try to track her down to fight her or whatever. And that'll pretty much something like that. She'll chase after Raven, and actually, because she's like, "Why the fuck are you here? Like, why? Why is my sister here at Haven Academy? Why are you here of all places? Why do you care?"
How did Raven get to Haven?
She opened up that portal.
But she can only open up the portal to people she has a connection with. So is there someone else in Haven that she has a connection with?
maybe she like what Ozpin was talking about. Not Ozpin. Somewhere along the lines, I'm trying to get my thought across, and it'll make a whole lot of sense once it comes out. So, Ozpin, trusted both Raven and Crow in the inner circle and learn about the truth about the world.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he had her bond to the other headmasters as kind of like a, helpful way for Ozpin to get to them quickly. Maybe. I mean, that would make sense. Maybe that's how she got there so fast. How she got to Professor Lionheart so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
She's bonded to all the headmasters for Atlas and Vale and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean that could work. No, it didn't show her using her portal, but I mean, in the time frame that we're led to believe between the meeting with her and Cinder and what happened, it doesn't seem like it. Echo just said that it showed her turning into a bird. Did she turn into a bird?
I mean, she could fly there. I mean, like, flying is really fast, so
well,
it's possible there too.
Activate.
I have to go back and watch
we'll
episode 10.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and double check that ending.
I'm still keeping that as a saying whenever they turn into birds.
Yeah. Birds. No. But yeah, okay. Yeah, Echo says they're pretty sure that it did. She did turn into a bird and take off. So, if that's the case, then
I mean, both theories make plausible sense.
Then again, it's Raven. She somehow made Neo just run away in fear for some reason.
Well, I mean,
because she had Sephiroth Link's sword.
Well, I mean, a crazy lady just steps out of a portal when you're about to stab somebody and pulls a sword on you. Do you really...
And wearing a mask.
Wearing a mask. Do you really...
A grim mask.
Yeah. I don't know. I would do that on that too. Some crazy chick just showed up and was like, "I'm gonna stab you." I'm like, "No, I'm out."
I have a sheath that can change the color of my blade. Nah, I'm out, man. Nah, man.
Yeah.
I don't need this rainbow blade in my face. Get out.
Yeah, I'm out. Deuces. Honestly, the model for Raven before they did the animation change, I like the original model better than this one. The model they have for her now in the new animation, something's weird about her. It makes her look real puffy.
Then again, that's literally with any of the characters if you look at them hard enough.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
And other styles beforehand.
Yeah, it just seems like it made her look real puffy, and that one stood out the most to me. Like, everybody looked a little puffier because of the way the lighting and everything works, but she just looks extra puffy.
Then again, it's better than the Smash Bros. Skin change that they had for her at the end of Volume 2. It's literally just Yang, but color black.
Basically.
True.
Yeah.
Why does white
Where'd she get a black wig?
Where'd she get a black wig? Why does Raven and Neo have the same necklace? Why? Why? Is Raven Neo's mom? What is this?
Why?
Okay, so what exactly was Neo's semblance? Because we saw her use it, but I never understood what
it was
the
mirage. Hell... It was basically like a mirage.
But she always looked like herself. All that ever changed was her damn hair color. And her eye color.
Maybe it's mind games. You know, that's how she was able to do that glass shatter effect. How she kept managing to beat.
Well, that's what like mirage is. That's basically what you do. You break a mirage. It shatters. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going with mirages or some kind of alteration.
Smokes and
what
mirrors.
happens when they don't explain stuff.
Yeah, like illusions.
Marcel's gonna go wiki it. Marcel's on the job. Nobody
I have a
panic.
really weird question.
I have a really weird answer.
So, Raven was pregnant once, right? Because she had Yang. Could she turn into a bird during that time?
Maybe.
We don't know when the timeline where Ozpin gave him the powers to turn into birds. We don't know if that was before or after Yang. So.
I thought it happened during
So many
her
holes.
schooling
Yeah,
years.
I thought it happened during the
Yeah.
school years, and then it was after they got out of Haven that they had Yang. Yeah.
Do you think Yang was an
No.
accident?
No.
Everything involving Raven's an accident.
That's great.
Worse than Crow. Worse than Crow being a savage.
No. Odd thing is, Ty having being with Crow is a blessing. Ty being with Raven is worse than death. And Crow's supposed to be the unlucky one.
Right. Yeah, Crow's... Well, now here's the question. How much time did Crow and Tai Yang spend together?
That's a
Yeah.
good question.
Like,
So many holes.
yeah. Crow's semblance really opens up a lot of plot holes that would take a
Possibilities.
lot of... Yeah, it opens up a lot of possibilities that we will never get answers for. I mean, it could be... Oh my gosh. Anytime you see him, it could be a million things.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think... Well, Tai Yang... Yeah, he loved Raven and Summer, but I think he loved Summer more. That's why when she, quote-unquote, passed away or got lost and died... She's dead. We know it. But whenever she technically was passed away, he was just like... He got shut down. Like, he was like, ooh, that's...
Well, there's a difference though, because like with Raven, she just up induced. She flipped him the bird and took flipped him the bird and took off. and with Summer, she was out on a mission and he never got closure with that. So I mean, being broken down from someone dying that you never get to see again, and Raven just being a twat, that's the difference between, you know, your ex leaving you and your current boyfriend getting ran over. I mean, it's one's definitely going to hit you harder than another.
This is
Yeah.
true.
It's the sad thing. Crow has something that can't let him be near anybody, yet he wants to. Raven doesn't want to be near anybody, yet she has the ability to go to literally anybody.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that conversation from last chat.
Yeah.
What cruel, twisted fate.
And then Crow and
I love semblance
Raven.
reversal.
Yeah, exactly. And then Crow and Raven are supposed to be based on Odin's birds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I was just double checking, making sure I wasn't herp-derping. But yeah, Raven may be a twat, but she's hot. Yeah, okay. We'll go. I mean, no amount of hot can make up for her amount of twat.
Hey, you can put jewelry on a monkey, but it's best to save all your dogfight money for something else.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Gosh, no.
Out of all of the okay, granted, we haven't seen we know who Summer looks like, kind of. We've seen like a side view, but that's it. The only out of the original Team RWBY, the only mother we haven't seen is Weiss's mom. I want to see her.
I want to say
want
we
to
had
see-
this conversation. Someone said that
would
you
you
can
want
see
to
her
see
in
what-
Volume 4.
You see her in a painting, and that's it.
No, someone
don't
said
know,
you
dude,
actually
but-
see her. Someone said she's
But
in the
dude-
garden during a conversation. I
Well,
meant
no,
to go back and
'cause,
find it and couldn't find it.
Whitley said that she's drinking in the garden, but that's like the only reference to her that she's around. Like we saw a painting of her with Jacques, Weiss, Whitley, and Winter, but that's
Extent
literally
of
the only image we have. Is we basically only have images of Summer and Lady Schnee, as I call her.
But then again, would you really want to deal with what's most likely an upper class white, literal part of my French, but white mom zombie wine thingamabobber?
But still, like I want like we already seen Cat Mom. We've seen Cat Mom. We've seen Raven.
We've seen Worst Mom of the Year award.
Worst Mom of the Year world and the best Mom of the Year world who fucking can kick ass with anything.
Yeah.
But
Again, Blake's mom survived. We are blessed.
Exactly. That's like the bit when I knew that whole fight scene was going down. That was the one life person I was worried the most about. Was
Yeah.
I knew I was caring about Blake and son and everybody, but I was just like, don't kill off Bella Mama. Don't kill her off, please.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Literally, that's one of the few things that the RWBY Facebook groups were in agreement of. If Blake's mom died, we'd all riot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would. We would all riot.
No, that's the sad thing. It's like that is the one thing everyone unanimously agreed on.
Yep. The fandom agrees on something. What?
Oh my gosh.
We had
What?
That's why it snowed in Texas.
Oh yeah.
Where's who are you? What have you done with the real RWBY fandom?
So we agree? Crap. Damn.
Quick, think of something else. Think of something stupid.
Orange Monkey Eagle.
What?
Orange Monkey Eagle. That was it was an RTA, but before that, it was a conversation they had during a podcast of if you could think of any way to kill yourself, like if you could think yourself to death and you had to do it with a code word, what would it be? And Gus said Orange Monkey Eagle.
Yeah, I was trying to do what they were doing afterwards. Like, no.
Orange Monkey Eagle.
Puppy monkey baby. Just
Oh my gosh, that was that
nightmares that ensued.
that commercial should have never been a thing.
nightmares.
Make any sense.
Nightmare
What like how did that get past all the
R&D.
High enough to think of this.
I mean,
I guess
R&D.
the point is so that we'll talk about it.
but
But
I did not go
was
buy
terrible.
any Mountain Dew because of that. That pushed me away from Mountain Dew more than ever before.
Well, I hate Mountain Dew, so yes.
I didn't like Mountain Dew to begin with, and now I really didn't like it after that commercial. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. It's like I almost wanted to just go just break a Mountain Dew, just throw it at something. Go, not even pay for it at the store. Just take it and throw it out the window. Oh my gosh. Oh, Marcel doesn't know about it. Okay, Marcel, it was a Super Bowl. Don't
Don't scare.
It was a Mountain Dew Super Bowl commercial. Mountain Dew Super Bowl commercial. It was disgusting. Go to Google. Go to YouTube and look
If you
up
treasure your
Mountain
sleep
Dew.
tonight, do not do this.
Oh,
No, do not go to that link. Don't do it. Do not go to that link.
No. It's not bad. It's just incredibly stupid.
it is
Like,
ridiculous,
stupid
and it is nightmare fuel.
Nightmares.
It's ridiculous nightmare fuel, is what it is.
It is nightmare fuel.
But
It's insanity.
okay, so
Oh, the humidity.
we've seen several Grimm based off of different folklore and things like that. What's one Grimm y'all want to see? Start with Dora. Spotlight.
No pressure.
I'm gonna go very far away with my lore, but I wanna see Medusa. Just 'cause I like Medusa. I've always loved Medusa. And I want Medusa.
Medusa would be an interesting Grimm.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I want to see a fan art of someone drawing Medusa in a like in the art form of a Grimm, like all the black, white, and
I
red.
still want that
That'd
as
be
like an
sick.
off. I still want that like an off season. Like we have like a
Bye, Jen.
faux nature documentary just on Grimm alone.
Yeah, we kind of need
Just
one.
talk to Professor Port.
Yeah, we don't get quite enough of the background.
We'll
we
probably
were getting
learn about that.
Yeah, we're getting quite a bit with the World of Remnants, but those have been kind of slow and far in between, and that was mostly those were our lore fills, and we haven't gotten a lot of those recently.
Oh yeah, like they said to us in Volume 5 that the Grimm do have a master, and that is Salem. Salem is basically controls all the Grimm.
Yeah.
So
Well, then she
I
needs
don't
to
know
get
all
off
the Grim, but the
release,
majority of it.
but start getting more creative.
Sometimes you don't
Sick of
have to
seeing
be.
the same
If it
wolves.
ain't broke, why fix it?
What about you,
I
Barracuda?
don't
What's
know,
one you
think
want to see?
I don't know. I normally don't support the villains, but come on, villains, think of more creative ways to off your heroes.
Yeah. Arrow to
Oh
the heart.
heck, everyone was excited with the Gorilla Grim in the Volume 4 trailer, yet we never saw them.
Nope. Yeah. So, what's one Grim you want to see that we haven't seen before? Barracuda.
me?
Yeah.
If I had to say anything, I had to say Wendigo. Just to see
Ooh,
what it
God.
would be.
Yeah.
Nightmare fuel.
That would be
Nightmares,
awesome.
nightmares.
Heck, I was thinking if Weiss was saying an Atlas still, maybe we could have gotten something with that. Maybe they're a regional Grim. I mean, we saw already with the Geist and the Nuke of Lee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, just get more creative. I mean, seriously, it would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, it really would be to see something more like a Wendigo or to even go further mythology and something Medusa like that would be both of those would be pretty badass.
Heck,
But-
I mean, I know Nevermores are technically already dead, but I'd like to see like something like a Thunderbird.
Mm-hmm. I mean-
there's a lot of cool ideas, a
Yeah.
lot of monsters in mythology that they can use.
Yeah, there is. What about you, Kato? What do you think?
Well, because a lot of the Grim that we've seen Grim that cover the ground. We've seen, Beowulfs and Ursai and all those. We've seen Grim that cover the sky. We saw those wasps things. I don't remember what they're called. And then you have the Nevermore. But there's nothing that they ever speculated or shown for water Grim.
There's
would see
that
something
one.
like that, like-
There's that dragon. He came out the water.
Well,
That was
No,
it,
he
though.
came out of a mountain. He
No.
came out of a mountain.
No. In Volume 4, they fight a sea dragon. It's the
Oh
sea
yeah,
dragon
that's
looks
right.
like,
That did come out of the water. That was true.
yeah.
But
but we've only seen that one, and that was.
But he
a
did. He came out of the water, but he
monstrosity.
flew, so he's kind of like a mix of He's a mixed bag.
So
But
pretty much a main
The-
water only type.
yeah, like a water, like it stays in the water, like it's completely submerged, and it comes out and just s with everybody. Me personally, I'd like to see like a Grim, like Kraken. That'd be the coolest thing ever.
Ooh, that'd
A
be
giant like squid, like
Yeah.
Grim would be the coolest thing to see,
that would be
or
pretty
like
awesome.
or like a giant shark type Grim. I mean,
Megalodon,
possibilities.
Megalogrim.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
a Megalogrim.
Nope. If I saw that, I'm like, well, say don't take me now. I'm done. Fuck it.
So I would 100% agree with Neptune at that point, and nope, the
Just
water.
say fuck the water. That's probably why he's afraid of water. He went there as a kid. He's like, oh look, giant fucking megalodon. All right, I'm out. Peace.
He's like, I'm out of here. No,
Nope.
I'm gone.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Or the Leviathan.
Yeah. But all right. Well, we're going on an hour and a half, so I want to say thank you to Alpha. He's actually in our Discord and he's with us, so be sure to say hi. He's the one that let us use his artwork for this week, and I like his artwork a lot. Like, this is some pretty cool artwork, and so
It is.
and
I like it.
yeah, be sure
I
to check
do
out
like
his DeviantArt. He's got
all four of his pieces.
He's got a lot more on there as well. He's got more RWBY ones on there, but I just pulled the 4 main RWBY girls that were of the similar art style. But he's got a lot more in different art styles, and they're all really, really cool. And so, definitely go give him a look.
Please have the
I
link
will.
in there, buddy.
And
Yeah,
so-
just send us a link in the chat.
I'll be all over that.
and then
I like the terrifying Ruby. It scares the hell out of me.
yeah, he's got a couple in there that are actually pretty cool that are like that, and so we'll definitely give him a look. He's got some pretty cool stuff, and other than that, though, I think we're pretty much rolling up right about now. It's been this was really fun. I like this one. This is more of an off the wall. We didn't have anything in particular to talk about, so we went everywhere.
Trek.
Into even the dark side.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
stepped places we should not have stepped, and now
Nope.
we will have
We still did.
fandoms and shippings after us, and so
As one of my favorite characters from Fire Emblem would say, I've made my choice.
I've made my choice.
I've made my choice.
But
You cannot see what I. You cannot do what I have already seen.
Oh God.
all right. Well, everybody, y'all have a wonderful New Year's. Be safe if you go drinking or driving anywhere. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't
do
drink and
that.
drive. Drive.
Don't do anything
drive.
under the influence.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. No.
Don't even
I'm a
breathe.
designated driver.
Die.
Yeah. Get a designated driver. No. Don't be stupid.
Or call a
Don't
taxi.
listen to him.
No. Yeah. No. Wait.
Or
Yes.
call-
No.
or call
Don't
a
listen to him.
taxi.
Don't.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Drive
No.
off a cliff.
Don't. No. No cliffs. Wait. Yes. No.
Don't drink and drive at the same time. Don't drive when you're intoxicated. Get a friend to help you. If you can't, call a taxi.
If you're
Bam!
getting 2 shoes,
Hey. I want to live. I'm gonna be a goody two shoes.
Oh my gosh! All right, before we start trying to get anybody else killed, let everybody y'all have a great and wonderful holiday, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Yay.
yeah, see you.
Bye.
May the
everybody.
odds forever be in your favor.
Unless you're fighting Crow, in which case you're SOL.
Here it's a will.
You're at grass and I'm gonna mow it.
Oh.
On that note, y'all have a good one.
Yeah.